Okay, so since we last talked, I took out all those wheelchair tracks and straps and everything else that I wanted to take out except this heater. I think I am taking it out. I'm about to clean up the floor really good and prep for my inspection. The inspector's supposed to come in an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm going to clean up the floor and set up my temporary staging to try to get house car status. So I'm in kind of a time crunch, so I'm not going to film again until I have it all set up. So wish me luck, and I'll film right before she comes, hopefully. Okay, so I passed inspection. She's out there in the car filling out the papers. I'm going to go to the DMV. This is how I had it set up. I have the heat, propane, power, fridge, cooker. I didn't have this in there. I have a little table and a little bed. And then I have the toilet back there too. The bag system toilet. So that's all I did. And it's all good. I just got to go get a title and then get it transferred to house car status. I get all the paperwork right now. Anyway, that's it for today. So I got my house car status. That was the quickest trip to the DMV ever. I went to Lewisburg, North Carolina, and I got my plate. I got my registration for the bus. Fully legit. Hello, this is Hutchie, and I'm just checking in and telling you guys a little bit about my experience today from getting my bus registered and titled as a house car. So in North Carolina, if you have a commercial vehicle that you want to title over as a house car for personal use, which is what they call it in this state, you have to meet at least 4 out of 7 requirements. Let's see if I can remember them. Heating or air conditioning, sink with running water, cooking, toilet, AC power, refrigerator, or propane. Okay, so I set my rig up very simply to meet those requirements. I already had a Jackery, so that was my AC power, and I already had a Mr. Buddy heater, and I got the conversion for the big bottle of propane, so that counted as heating and propane. And then I had a 12-volt fridge already. I already had, I needed to get a burner anyway, so I got a good, really nice butane cooker, burner, stove, whatever you want to call it. So I had the AC power, the Jackery. I had the 12-volt fridge. I had the Mr. Buddy heater, and I had the butane cooker. So I also had the propane in the bottle, big bottle, Blue Rhino, and then I did have a toilet, the bag system toilet that I had already had from camping, and just in case they didn't want to count one of my other ones, the only thing I didn't have was a sink with running water. So all I had to do was call this special division, and in North Carolina, the DMV gave me their number. I can't remember what it was called, but they come out and do inspections, and they send an officer out. So the officer contacts you, and then you set up a time that works, and they come out. It's based on the county that the vehicle is in. So my vehicle was in Franklin County, and I got a very nice officer. She made things very easy. She just basically checked the VIN plates, took pictures of the VIN plates, looked at my stuff. None of it had to be secured down in the vehicle. I even asked her that before when I talked to her on the phone, because I didn't want to secure them if it wasn't necessary, and it was not necessary. So I didn't have to like use double-sided tape and secure anything down in the vehicle. It just had to be in there. So she came out, looked over everything, took a few pictures, went back to her car, and put a bunch of stuff in the computer and printed me out a paper. So I took that paper and my bill of sale and my title. I also had a couple other forms that it turned out the guy didn't even take or use, that I thought I was supposed to have, that apparently wasn't necessary where I went. So I went to the Lewisburg, North Carolina DMV, which was few people had recommended to me, because in Wake Forest or in Raleigh, there is lines all the way up the street. So I go to this 20 minutes outside of where my bus was, to this little country store that has a license plate agency. And it was one guy sitting in there. There was only like maybe 4 or 5 people in front of me. And when I got up to the counter, I thought I was going to hold everybody up, because I had to title the vehicle, change the title, and then I had to change the status of the vehicle. I told him what was going on. He like did it in less than 3 minutes. He just, boom, he said, let me see the title, boom, let me see the bill of sale, boom. He saw the paper. He wanted the paper from the inspector, which is the main thing he wanted that too. Those 3 papers is all he took. And within 30, 45 seconds, he gave me a sheet of paper, said, print here, sign here. And then a minute later, gave me another paper, said, sign here, print here, boom. A few seconds later, hands me my plate with my registration. Says, thank you, have a nice day. It was the best DMV experience I ever had. If you're anywhere in the area, go to the Lewisburg DMV. It is just so much easier. Or if you're not near there, go to a DMV in an unpopulated area out in the country. It's much, much better. Just trust me on it. I trusted other people and it worked out great. So that's my story. I'm going to have another couple clips. I don't know if it was before this or after this, but how to title your bus as a house car in North Carolina. Peace. Thank you. Have a great day.